Well, what's the crack? How you getting on? You're all very, very, very welcome to episode 1 of Ramble Pod. I suppose it's episode 1. I'm not really going to name them. Today's the date. What day is today? Jesus Christ, you think I'd have this prepped? Oh Lord. Today is... fucking hell. What is it? Is it the 12th? Yeah, it is the 12th. You're all very welcome. I call this one Ramble Pod, basically to give you the lowdown on what it is. I've been doing enough shit talking before the other ones, and I think people want to get into the guest one. They just want to get straight into the guest one. So I'll be doing a very minimal amount of talking before that one. And on this one then, I'm going to have one of these out on Tuesday, and it's just pure ramble shit talking. And because I think people like to differentiate, you know what I mean? They have a little guest on the Friday one, and a bit of shit talk on the Tuesday one. So yeah, I'm going to be knocking these out on the reg. Don't expect much in the way of education coming from any of these. This is just shit talk that Tom does. If you've listened to the other ones, you know what I'm talking about. There's very, very little to get that you're going to come away with going, I did not know that. Although on this one, I'm thinking of giving a couple of tips, because over the weekend, the last couple of days, I've been getting messages from lads and lassies on social media asking about barbecuing. I don't profess to be an expert in anything, but I know the fuck-ups I've made, and I'll fill you in on it. Because the good weather is kind of wavering at the minute. Although it's still like 17 degrees, 18 degrees outside. That's really good. I don't care where you're from. Nobody can give out about 17, 18 degrees if it's not raining. Nobody can give out about that. It's actually the perfect weather. No needing the fucking aircon blowing in the car, but you can still wear a t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? It's mannerly weather, that's what it is. It's weather with fucking manner, so you're not sweating your balls off just from standing around outside. And yet it's completely comfortable. You know, people are smelling a little better. 17, 18 degrees is probably spot on weather for the world. The world. Shit grows still. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Again, this will give you a quick notion into what this kind of pod is going to be about. Shit talking. But I was just reading the newspaper there. I'm actually now convinced that Donald Trump might be a fucking genius. I think he might be a genius. Really, I do. He was all convinced that he's a fucking clown, right? Now, Witcher Weather, I know his old man left him a ton of money, and he kind of just fucked about with it and all the rest of it. And he got bankrupt a bunch of times, and he comes across a fucking clown, right? But did you see what he's after pulling off? The move with fucking Kim Jong-un. Holy sweet Jesus Christ. If you go back, not even a year ago, he convinces everybody else to put an embargo on any sort of fucking trade because the lads have nuclear weapons, right? Maybe only 6 months ago. I don't know. He said no more trade, no more selling them any shit, right? This was America's idea. So everybody went, okay, America, we'll stop them. We'll stop selling them stuff. Puts poor old fucking North Korea under fierce pressure. They come out and go, alright, we're stopping all our nuclear stuff, I swear. Because people are fucking dying of hunger in the streets. For sure they are. Even the fucking lads that were fucking living it up, they're not dying of fucking hunger, right? So Trump goes back in there today, and he's shaking hands with him. You're like, okay, alright, I get you. Fair play. And he's like, aren't we great for getting your man to stand down? We're shaking hands and all the rest of it. But you know full well, Trump has gone in there to go, hey, see all that other shit you were buying from all the other countries? We'll sell it all to you direct. In fact, no, I'll sell it all to you direct. The crafty, that's some move, isn't it? Hey lads, we better get your man to fucking to stop with the nuclear stuff. Will you stop selling them your stuff? Yeah, okay, America. Yeah, class. Yeah, I'm not. We've no nuclear stuff anymore. Right, cool. Listen, I'm just going to go talk to him there. He said he's all these nuclear stuff. So, listen, I'll see what he can do. If we can start buying your shit again, I'll just go have a word with him there and see what it is. Okay? Yeah, cool. Hey, Kim, you want to buy all that shit before you were buying it? You can buy it in bulk off me. Yeah, you fucking do. Jesus. It's a move. It's a pure move. There's no way he's over there because he fucking likes North Korean food. Not a hope. Also, I'm unprofessionally drinking fucking big slugs of tea during this whole thing. But yeah, listen, I'll get it out of the way. The barbecue tips. Here, there's only a handful of ones. Lads are sending me pictures and everything. The barbecue is fucking in rag order. Look, you don't need to go out and get the Weber, right? Although, if you're big into barbecuing, fucking get one. because you're going to have the thing forever. They don't rust. Get a cheap out cover for it if you want, but they don't fucking rust. So, clean the fucking thing and keep it. It lasts. They give you a 10-year guarantee, even to start with. That's better than most fucking cars. So, that would be my first port of call, because there's just so much stuff out there too when you have questions, when you have one of them. But, right, you don't have to get one of them. But the major one everybody seems to be fucking up on, that a few people are asking me, is going, what's the deal with the coals? They're gone fucking cowled before you can fucking... Jesus Christ, before you get the sausage up on the fucking end, they're gone cowled. Now, it depends what you're doing. If you're doing covered and you're using it as like a smoky oven, yeah, you need the good coals. You can kind of get away with the shite coals if all you're doing is grilling, but you probably only got a fucking 25-minute window with them actually at white hot and cooking. But, do you know what? Here's the thing. All out. If you're having a fucking barbecue, and you're probably not a freak like me where you're having barbecue a couple of times a week, but if you're having the barbecue once a fucking week, or even, I don't know, once a month for some people, go away and get the decent coals. And by that I mean, don't go into Aldi or Lidl. Aldi and Lidl are handy for loads of stuff, but as far as fucking actually good quality gear when it comes to it, don't be fucking going near them. Because the coals, you may as well be throwing dry cow shite up on the fucking barbecue. Waste of fucking time. You gotta get the Weber ones, or there's an Australian brand in the range. If there's a range near you, they do heat beads. Sounds a bit dirty. I don't know why in my head. I don't know. Anal beads. They call them heat beads, but you look at the Australians are mad anyway. There's some yolks for keeping heat. You're talking like 2.5, 3 hours like to keep heat. You know what I mean? Even with the top open, like it'll still stay hot for a good hour and a half. There's a couple other good brands too, like, but you know what I mean? If you're paying over a tenner for a handy size bag, then you're probably you're in the right price range. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works. If you're paying a good few bob for it, but you are only fucking wasting your money with the other yolks, because you could buy fucking 40 bags of them, and they're not worth a fuck. As far as that's the handiest one. Getting it going. Get yourself one of the chimney yolks. If you are using a charcoal barbecue, this is all about charcoal barbecue too. If you got a gas barbecue and you're fucking stuff up, stop fucking barbecuing. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, and there's no hope for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, go back into the kitchen, use the fucking hob, because what are you doing? Like, just turn on the gas, fucking light it. There you are. You probably dry the shit. Drying the shit out of yolks. Cooking the living fuck out of it. I know as Irish people we're not fond of rare yolks, but here's the other fucking tip. When a yolk's fucking done, it's done. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to cook it out into fucking oblivion. And if you don't know, don't be worried about fucking, well, if you squeeze it here and you squeeze it, like, there's this test, like, if you squeeze that halfway down along your fucking hand, fucking, I don't know, halfway down your thumb or something, like, this is rare. It's the same texture, like, when you squeeze in between your index finger and your thumb. Look, there's some fellas have muscly hands. Do you know what I mean? How can you fucking tell? Like if you move fucking if you're a bricklayer or block layer, you fucking hands like concrete anyway. So that's not going. That tenderness of your own hand isn't going to tell you anything about the steak. Get yourself a heat thermometer. A heat thermometer, says Tom. They're all fucking heat thermometers, Tom. They're all so cold thermometers. You fucking eat it. Get yourself a meat thermometer. That you can get them. Actually, do you know what? That's actually something, because I have one coming. Richie Hayes have to get me a good one. Past guest of the show is have to get me a good one in one of the Bass Pro shops over in America, but I have a stand-in at the minute, and I got it for like 15 or 16 quid. It's a fucking life changer. You get it inside, and I can get it in a lot of the places now, a lot of the hardware shops that sell the barbecue stuff. But this yoke, it's got a wire in the end of it, and it's a spike basically you stab into the meat, and you can bring it out, like you just bring it outside the barbecue, like you set it down beside it. But you go into the fattest part of the meat, typically. By fat, I mean the thickest part of the meat. And it'll fucking tell you. It'll tell you. There's actually settings on it, like, for what you're cooking. So, or if there isn't settings on it, just fucking Google what a medium well steak should be, what the centre of it should be hot at. No need in cutting it open. No need fucking that. Don't go, but that's the worst thing you've been doing, is fucking around with grub. Fucking it back and forth here, there and everywhere. Fucking leave it. Unless it's a sausage that you need to actually roll over on the yolk. If it's just a fucking steak, a slab of fucking pork, the worst thing you can do is be pricking around with it. Just don't be impatient. Stick in that fucking thermometer, right? Walk the fuck away from it. Come back. as soon as it hits the internal temperature, take it off the fuck. And most yolks, you got to let it rest for like 5 to 10, 15, 20, something yolks, 20 minutes even. Don't be fucking burning them out off yourself. Have a hot sauce. Have a sauce that is hot, like a gravy or something that is hot. That'll heat the fucking thing back up enough. Do you know what I mean? Don't be fuck acting with what's on your fucking barbecue. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, for getting the coals lit, you will never look back if you get one of them chimney yolks. Also, I did try the experiment the other day with using a blowtorch. And it actually worked alright. So you get your little pile of coals going in the corner. But that's fine, you see, if... I suppose, most people aren't into smoking and stuff like that, where you only need to light a few coals and put the rest of them around it and it'll slowly burn through and keep one temperature. But if you're going grilling, the best thing you can fucking get is one of the chimneys. Don't be going for the expensive one either, in that, just get one of the cheap ones. Get one for like 15 quid, you'll have it forever. And that yoke, it allows you to put the little lighter underneath, fill it with fucking charcoal, can't even say it, the charcoal. I swear to God. Go again. Leave it for 15 fucking minutes. That joke will blaze. And because it's a chimney shape, it'll suck up tons of fucking air. Gets the yolks glowing hot within 15 minutes. You're hot to fucking go. No pricking around wondering if it's fucking right or if it's wrong. 20 minutes and they'll be nice and white. That's when you're ready to cook. Because once the black shit has gone off it, that way, you know what I mean? You're getting... It won't taste like fucking coal, essentially. Turf. And that's it. Any other questions on it? Genuinely, if I know the answer, I'll fucking tell you. So hit me up on any of the social media bits. I'll talk about them at the end, and that's it. No more to be said on it. I don't profess to be a barbecue king in any shape, make, or form. There was enough of them. Although they're kind of dying off around town again. Are the barbecue joints kind of dying down a bit around Dublin anyway? They were fucking everywhere. Then the donut shop came out, and now the barbecue joints are gone. And the donut shops, there's a few donut shops, whatever. How the fuck can you flog donuts? Just only donuts, like. I mean, Jesus Christ, that is a month by month lease, if ever I fucking heard of one. Because there's no way that shit is fucking sustainable. There's no 40-year-old donut shops in Ireland, I can tell you. But it would fucking well seem everything else. The new fad is barbershops. What the fuck? There's barbershops, and one is trying to get wankier than the next, like. And I'm sorry, they are wanky, lads. Lads, if you're paying more than fucking 15 quid for a dry haircut, you need to be asking yourself questions. You need to be asking your man that's cutting your fucking hair questions, I'll tell you. But you're like, I'm kind of done with them now at this stage. Like, they're, like, fair play to them. Make hay while the fucking sun shines, but like, at what point does it stop being a barbershop? You just want your fucking haircut. Do you know what I mean? Really? These lads would fucking... Because I watched the programme the other night thinking I was going to... See, this is a thing. I got duped into watching this shit. Biden Netflix, I thought it was American Made Man was the name of the programme, or something along those lines. Thinking, grand, we're going to be watching stuff like fucking lads making nails, fucking, you know, building gearboxes and stuff like that, and, you know, whatever. There was nothing about anybody, fucking... There was nobody making anything on it. It was just talking about... I don't know what the fuck it was talking about. It was talking about basically how stuff isn't made in America anymore. Fair enough. I was going, cool. It was because it was gearing up right. Like, it was gearing up like, oh, cool, we're going to see industry coming back, like, you know, and lads actually making stuff. Yeah, there was talks of it. That's all it was. It was fucking talks of it. And all it seemed to be was either fucking, like, barbers or lads making clothes. And it was like how we've lost our manliness. It's like, lads, you're gaining none of it back by fucking doing what you're doing. like it was all, the whole thing was basically about reclaiming masculinity. It was like, righto, yeah, but what the fuck? Like, you're wussing it up in the most fucking greatest way possible. Like granted, I didn't see any of these fucking lads making anything, which is annoying the shit out of me. It was what I thought the show was going to be about. But the shit talk that these lads were going on with, and the more I look at it, you're going, yeah, lads, here, you might be trying to reclaim your masculinity, but you're wearing skin-tight fucking jeans. Like, it would seem nowadays you can't be a barber unless you've got 2 sleeves of tattoos, a well-trimmed beard, you know, a bouffant fucking hair like a cockatoo, you know, and no socks, and pointy shoes. And you know about craft whiskey. Like, if that's manly, I don't know, what the fuck is your man who knocks walls for a living with a fucking sledgehammer? What's he? Fucking pussy. Wearing jeans and boots. Fucking pussy. Well, like, each to their own, like, but don't be claiming that you're reclaiming masculinity for men with fucking, you know, a top knot. You know, don't be pissing on my leg and tell me it's fucking raining. But there seems to be the thing with barbers. Do you know what? Maybe they should incorporate it all. Put like a whiskey fucking. They're selling. I think they give you a drink now inside some of the barbers, which is grand. But don't charge me 30 fucking quid for a drink and a haircut, because I know you're not paying that for the fucking whiskey anyway. That's for sure, or the beer. I can't see my way past 15 quid, and even at that, you're purely paying for a service. Like, you're actually not getting a product to walk away with. Like, and I know they've got fucking all sorts of bills to be paying, but Jesus Christ, lads, 15 quid, 10 minutes work. Fuck's sake, you knock fucking 5-6 of them out in an hour. That's not bad. That's not a bad return, and it's all cash too. It's all fucking cash. Nobody's giving card inside. And see, this is the thing. You'll be charging fellas 25 fucking quid, lads. Just listen to me. If you're a barber and you're trying to go fancy and all the rest, and you go, I'll charge lads 25 quid a head, and I'll give them a fucking beer, and I'll keep him there for an hour to shit talk to see can I get to 25 quid out of him. That's a fucking terrible idea, lads. Go back to fucking how the cute old lads did it. Charge a tenner an hour. Charge a 10 to 15 quid a haircut. Have them in and out of the fucking seat in 10 to 15 minutes. Cash only. Because nobody's going to be paying card when you're hitting it for a 10 or 15 quid. They'll pay card if it's 25 quid. Now, if you're getting cash, sure, how many haircuts are you going to tell the taxman you did in the day? Huh? Jesus Christ almighty. He's hardly going to come in and count the fucking hairs, is he? No. You fucking half it. And you're not paying any 21% fucking VAT on anything then. Or whatever the fucking rate is that you're charging. 12.5% or whatever. Jesus Christ. Cut that shit out. Fuck's sake. Enough said about that anyway, fucking hell. Like I said, and even speaking of that, the whole craft thing and all the rest of it, fucking Anthony Bourdain, dead. Not a fucking sickener. Fellow who had probably one of the coolest lives. They say he committed suicide. Like, Jesus, you never know what'd be going on in the fella's head, like. But I mean, he looked to have a fucking class fucking setup, didn't he? Anybody who watched him, like, his fucking shows were... I really liked that craft show where he went around the world, like, just fucking seeing how shit was made originally. That's what I thought that show was going to be. But it clearly wasn't. You know what I mean? He went to Scotland to see how scotch is made and all the rest. You know, it was cool, like, looking how knives are made and just made by hand. It was really, really cool. And just fucking dead. So you never know, really, do you? Jesus Christ, what'd be going on in the fella's head? What'd be going on in anybody's head? Saw a woman lose her fucking shit this morning. I was getting 2 keys cut, and she's standing beside me. I was collecting the keys because I'd been in there like 15 minutes earlier to drop them off, and this woman wait to hear this, she handed in 2 high heel shoes, right? One of them with the nub was gone off the high heel, one of the high heels, the little rubber nub, and the other one was obviously worn a bit. So she says, I need to get these fixed. The man was like, yeah, no worries. So he takes them off her, pops off the other one, pops off the little nub that's on the unbroken shoe. Because obviously he's got to put 2 brand new nubs back on because, you know, you can't have a new one on one and an old one on the other because there's going to be a wear. You know what I mean? There's going to be an imbalance. They're not the same fucking height. So he jumped straight into the job because that's what the woman there was no hello or nothing at all. She just slammed him up on the counter and said, I need to get these fixed. Righto, says your man. Jumps on it. Next thing she snaps. She's like, whoa. How much is this going to cost? He says, I don't know what he said. I think it was like a tenner. It wasn't. Look, hey, you guys put a bit of work in. Nothing. Tenner, getting her shoes back. Right as fucking rain. She says, well, that's too much. He's like, well, it's not negotiable. He says, honestly, this is the price for doing it. She's like, no, well, give me back the shoes. He says, but I've already started into it. I popped off She's like, I don't care. Give them back to me. And a bit. He says, so you're going to take this and see, can you get it cheaper? He says, this is the... What? Next thing, she fucking lit the guy up. Like, it was, like, to be fair, you wonder what's going on in some people's heads is what I'm saying. Like she was violent against this guy, fucking verbally violent. Like, and there was another lady, she was standing beside me. She was looking at it, going, Jesus Christ. So she stomps off anyway after your man was like, here, listen. Because she gave it to him the whole fucking, I like the other guy who's here. He goes, yeah, that's my dad. The guy wasn't being rude. He was just a guy who was just going through the working day. He was perfectly fine. And lo and behold, this one fucking snaps with him. Next thing, off she heads. And we were kind of looking at each other going, whew. And he even looked at the woman beside me. He's like, did I say anything inappropriate? She was like, no. From like 40 yards back, she screams from across the shop and said, hey, are you talking about me behind my back? Now, she wasn't a scummy bird or anything. Like, she was a well enough to do fucking middle-aged woman. But I don't know what tablets she took that morning or didn't take. But she comes steaming back to your man. And he's like, I don't like your attitude. And I was like, I only got one attitude. I'm here to just do a good job. That's all I'm here to do. She's like, well, I'll be telling the other man that's here. She's like, I'll tell him myself. Trust me. And it's basically, I'll tell him myself that I'll put a picture behind the counter. If this mad fucking mayor turns up again, fucking turn her away. Like, Jesus Christ. But like that, you don't know what fucking... Like, you don't know what happened to her this morning. Because at first I'm going, oh, she's a mad bitch. Like, whatever, what a cow. But in my head, afterwards, I was going, Jesus. Yeah, you don't know what tipped her over the fucking edge. Because it can't have been just the fucking shoe. Do you know what I mean? The man was actually doing... It wasn't that he didn't do what she was asking. He was jumping straight on the job. And there was no cheaper place to get it done, like. And you're like, oh, God hell. So maybe that's the... Yeah, do you know what? I know everybody's fucking talking about it, and it's right to be talking about it, but if you've got something going on in your fucking head that's absolutely mashing it, find some fucker that'll talk to you. Because I've gotten some messages on the old fucking Chatty snaps and the old Instagram, and people have emailed me a few times and stuff that they like the old podcast, like, and that, you know what, they're fucking... Life is kicking them in the balls right now, or in the lady balls version and all the rest of it. Fuck that noise. Fucking, you know, get that fucking thing out of your head, because that's all it is. It's in your fucking head. You know, you gotta fucking tell people. You gotta fucking tell them. Send me a fucking email. I'll reply to you. I don't give a shit. I'll reply to anybody. Look, I'm not no expert in stuff. Maybe it's easier to talk to somebody who's no fucking expert in shit. But I've gone through my own fucking levels of dark shit. Like, I can trust me. Went through a fucking period there during the boom, or during the downturn. Ooh, I had a few fucking feet on my neck, I can tell you, like. And, yeah, it just came out the other fucking side of it, because... trust me, coming from South Tipperary, it's not like this, growing up in the 80s and 90s, in any part of Ireland. There was any part of the fucking world. Let's not pretend that we're fucking such a terrible country or anything like that, but it isn't naturally fucking taught into you to be open about your emotions and feelings and all that shit, like. But if you got something fucking busting your head that's absolutely fucking crippling you right now, and you don't know what to fucking do, lash Tom on a fucking email there. Lash it on. buckshotpod@gmail.com. Hit me up, because the thing is, if you got a lot to say, sometimes on fucking Snapchat it disappears on me and shit, because I'm an old fuck. I fucking lose that stuff, you know what I mean? It fucking disappears on me and I don't know how to get it back again. And the last thing I want to do is go asking somebody, here, can you get back up this fucking personal message that somebody sent? You know what I mean? So, like, same in Instagram, like, because you'd be asked to be fucking, you need to accept this, or people want to send you a message. It's like, who the fuck? Because people don't put their real names. You know, a lot of the time it's just like a handle, like Big Bob fucking Mickey Wickers. And you're like, I don't know what I'm going to be opening here. So, the handiest thing, if you got something to say, lash it on to fuck. Email me. I'll read it. And I'll reply. Don't you worry. It'll be some fucking... it might make it just a little easier to know that somebody's just fucking reading it. If it's handy, because everybody's fucking... And don't feel like you immediately have to fucking... You know what I mean? Fucking talk to somebody like you. It's just easy if you do, but at the very least, if you get it down in words about, like, this shit is busting my fucking head. That's the thing. I mean, you wonder, like... There's a lot of pressure on a fella like Anthony Bourdain, you know what I mean? Because he's a hero to a lot of people, like, in that way, like fucking hundreds of thousands of people. He's a fucking hero to, like, because he's a cool chef, a very good chef, and he was, you know what I mean, in a world of horse shit, which is what I loved about him, is like, in a world of horse shit, because that's what a lot of the cooking world and the Instagram world and all that stuff, it was class to get a fellow like who's going, listen, fuck that noise, and to class that he gets a voice, because a lot of fucking douchebags have a voice, and a lot of people follow him, and you're going, that's douchey. You are leading a really bad example there. So yeah, R.I.P. Rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain. Speaking of which, of cooking, if anybody is following me on Instagram, I'm pretty proud of how fucking last night's pork came out. I'll do a video of it to show at some stage how to show the recipe. Some silly video. I don't do the proper. I'll do it when I have time to actually come up with a stupid character. I'll do it again. But essentially, it was a pork tenderloin, wrapped in bacon and smoked for like 2 hours. I was going to do it in an hour, but I kept it down. I actually smoked it over 2 hours, made it a bit more tender, like that. Have a look on Instagram. I took such wanky pictures, but have a look. But you either take a good picture or a bad picture, and the good picture, they end up looking quite wanky. So I don't really care, because it came out tasting. It kind of came out looking like a dessert with the barbecue sauce and stuff. It kind of looked like it was made of chocolate. It wasn't. It was made of delicious pork. Do you know what? I'm not going to waste any more time. This is a short, sweet. I just wanted to say hello to you, see how you're keeping and all the rest of it like that. There'll be another one out on Tuesday next week. Another one of these Ramble Pods. I think Ramble Pod is a good enough old name, isn't it? This Friday I will have a guest again, so I'm going to be recording hopefully on Thursday. I have the Vodafone launch tonight as this is out now, today, Tuesday the 12th of June. Tonight I will be in the Roisin Dove in Galway. Pop on over if you are in that district. I'll be back on Friday with a weekly guest. Till then, I will chat to you later. Good looking, thanks.